Hi everyone, welcome. Today I wanted to show you guys kind of the power that our foundation and our concealers have. I have on some red. This is smudge proof, waterproof, so it's stuck, okay? It's not going anywhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little demonstration today to try to cover this up as if it were rosacea. I have plenty of other things that need to be covered anyways, but just for the dramatic effect, I wanted to show you that. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple different ways to apply. I've tried so many different ways, and it depends on the way my skin is at the time, what's best for the application. But I have found for me, what the best way to apply this stuff is from hands to face, okay? I just washed my hands. They are still a little bit damp, but I'm going to show you a little concoction that I like to do for the full coverage that I like to get, the Photoshop finish. If I need to cover all this stuff up, then this is what I do. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start off with my BB cream first, and I'm just going to take a dab and put it in several places. I'm not going to put it directly on the foundation, or on the, what do you call it yet? The circle and the triangle. Okay, I'm just going to apply it around. That way it's directly to my skin. I'm going to also take some liquid foundation because I love this stuff. It is my favorite, but right now my skin is just a little bit dry, and that's why I added the BB cream too. And it really just allows the BB cream to set like perfectly. So if you haven't tried our BB cream yet, if you wear it under your foundation, or if you're just looking for a little light coverage, then I suggest you use that because it is amazing. It just allows like the foundation to evenly just disperse all through my face. Okay, so there is the foundation, and then for absolute max coverage, I'm going to use some concealer. This stuff is like amazing with the way it conceals. I'm just putting it on right over those areas that I need it the most, like bags under my eyes. And you really don't need a whole lot of this stuff. Most of the stuff I'm just mixing in. Okay, so let me put a little bit on my forehead too. This is like a lot. I usually don't use this much, but I want to show you guys. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to rub around it. Don't forget, I had a triangle on that side and I had a circle on this side. Okay, so I'm just literally just going to try to even out the product wherever I need it. Okay, kind of like a, almost like a mask. Because I have so much on. Okay, I'm sorry. The black really likes to do something funky with the lighting. So, sorry if it does that. I gotta change it out. I did black curtains for, just for a little while. Okay, so there is the basic down. Okay, so I do have a foundation brush. Now, if you're gonna use a foundation brush, whether it be this one or this one, a tap motion is best with this, which because if you drag it, it kind of pulls the product and it makes lines. Okay, you could use it if you're going to use this and you're going to drag it, then use a very light hand and try to use it at the end of the brush so that you don't get those drags. Okay, because if you drag it too much, you're going to move the product too much. Okay, if you use this one, dragging it's a little bit easier because it is a softer brush. However, I'm going to tell you my favorite, and that is a wet blending bud. Okay, it's got to be wet. If it's not wet, it takes your product. Okay, and it's not even. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to dab and drag just a tiny bit. Okay, so it's like very small movements, but that is what I'm doing, is I'm tapping and I'm dragging on the areas that I need to get into deeper pores. I may just kind of spin it like this, but for the most part I'm tapping and dragging. Okay, and just a little bit. Okay, so this is my full coverage. Okay, now I haven't done anything specific over the areas that we're calling rosacea. Sorry, y'all, my phone. Sorry. I haven't done anything over the areas. If you can barely see that triangle, can you see the circle on this side? I can barely see it, but I know it's there. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. Or if I go somewhere, if someone's going to say, why is there a red circle under your under your face, because right now I can't see it. I mean, it's very barely noticeable. What do y'all think? Can y'all see it? So that's what I like about this blending bud, is it really makes everything kind of, you're pushing it into the skin, so you're going to have better coverage for those wrinkles and pores, okay? So I can still barely see it, but I'm going to show you guys another trick in just a second. Okay, so this is really all the coverage that people that have typical faces, that's all you need. Now, if you have really bad rosacea, like the red that I have, if you have scarring, if you have pretty bad acne, things like that, then you may want to take a step further. And that's where I bring in this, okay? This right here. This powder is amazing. This stuff, if you need more coverage, like I'm good to go like this. I can still kind of barely, can y'all see the triangle on this side? I can barely see it, but like I said, I know it's there. I can barely see that. And if I wanted to, if I didn't have the powder, I would just literally put on a little bit more concealer in that area and tap it just like I was. But I'm going to show you this powder. This is the color Velour, which is a little light for me, but I like it because if you notice on this side, because I've already started on the side, it's kind of got a little light, it's a little shiny, a little bit of a dewy finish. This right here is going to eliminate that, and it's going to give you that powder finish. So let me just put some over on here, just to show you guys. I actually have several different colors in this powder, but because I'm a presenter, so I use this powder as my lightening, my darkening, everything. So I'll do my contouring with a darker one, and I'll do my highlighting with a lighter one. But this is just my overall area color. So that's what I am adding on now. And so I may look a little pasty for you guys right now. Okay. I for sure cannot see a triangle. Can y'all see a triangle at all? I can't. So I wanted to show you that so that you could see the absolute coverage. Like I have a big red circle and a big red triangle on my cheek, and you cannot see it, okay? So if you need absolute max coverage, then this is what you do, okay? All that. It is a lot, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to get that max coverage, right? Okay, so I do have darker ones. We also, if you guys didn't know, we do have a cream foundation. I like the cream foundation, but I don't feel like it gives as much coverage. I do like to use it when I am in the drier months, but it doesn't give max coverage. But you can always add that. If you have that, you can use that as like your BB cream, okay? Because that's what I do sometimes. All right, so max coverage right there. I got a pale face, so I'm going to add a little bit of color to it, especially because this is my makeup for the day. So hopefully this lasts, because I don't want people looking at a triangle face later. But let's do some contouring, okay? So I'm just going to just add a little bit of color, because I'm just too pasty right now, because that's, like I said, is not my normal it's my all over color, but I usually do something darker, okay? Okay, so that, hopefully you guys learned a little bit on max coverage and how to get it there. If you need that extra coverage, that is my secret for you, because I mean, I seriously have clown marks on my face right now underneath all this, but you can't see it. All right, I hope you guys learned something from it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Bye.